How is everybody today? I hope you're all tuning in because you're ready to do a workout with moi. It's very cold today, so we're going to have to be like super warming up. But how I'm going to do this today is I'm going to give us some exercises. I'm going to give you some ideas for a warm-up, mobilizing, everything there. I'll kind of run you through it, but you can do the workout on your own. So if you want to pause me, go try the exercise and come back. We are obviously live right now, so you're just going to do it with me, okay? So what we're going to start with today is a warm-up. So you can either run around in circles, or you can go for like a run. You can do jumping jacks. I suggest maybe up and down some stairs, just to get your hips and your knees moving. I could do this with you for like 5 minutes, but I'll probably pause and let you do it. Sounds good. So do like 5-minute warm up, get the blood flowing because it's kind of cold today. I know that feeling, very cold. Once you warm up, then you come back, like now, okay? Or you could do your workout with me at the same time. But do a 5-minute warm up and then we're gonna mobilize. So, hopefully you have a chair. Like me, I have a chair. You can sit on it, but we're not gonna use it to sit on yet. I just wanna warm my hips up, my legs. We're gonna do some leg swings. So you can do this like, maybe some of you do it normally in a gym, against the squat rack, do it against the wall, maybe even in track and field. Hey, you should be working on this too. But we're just gonna warm ourselves up after you have warmed up your whole body. So I'm just doing some leg swings. Oh my goodness, I am tight. I'm sure you guys are probably really tight if you have been sitting around at all, watching movies. That's what I've been doing. I've been doing lots of that. Woo! Marble! Okay. Now that you've moved that, I'm going to use the chair and turn it around. So, if you can do a full squat, I would like you to do a full squat. If not, we can use the chair. I'm going to sit my feet up, and I'm just going to come down and up, fully sitting on the chair. Do like 20 of these. I want hips, knees, ankles, everything moving, warming them up. 20 of those. If you don't need the chair, move the chair aside and do your full squats. Just trying to get, I'm getting a little lower into the pocket. Again, you can just come just under 90. If you are incapable and do not have the mobility, sweep your way over here. I have a broom. You can set that down. Okay. Place my heels on top of it, and you can get a little bit more range. So if you've ever used anything to elevate your heels here in the gym, if not, try it at home on a broom. It's pretty much the same size the whole way across, so my heels are pretty even, and I can get a little bit more range through my hips. So warm those hips up. Everything. Using our butt, using our glutes, hamstrings, quads, use them all. Okay, broom. You sit there. Okay. Now we're going to do some lunges. Again, we are just warming up. This is not the workout yet. So, I'm just going to do some basic stationary lunges. Hinging back. Again, I'm getting range through my hip. Most important part, because we are separating between the knees, keep your hips square. So, pivot point here. I don't want to drop down. I don't want to open up. I want to stay narrow. Warming our legs up still. Try about 20 on each side. I'll give you a variation if this is a little too difficult. But I want us to move our joints because I am cold. You're probably cold. Unless you have like a really good heater. I'm jealous. Beauty. Okay, if you have like a book at home or even a stool, you can elevate your foot up, like so. Pretend this is a book. Maybe a dictionary. I don't know. I'm going to elevate that front foot, minimizing my range of motion. Again, I'm not stepping back into this, just in case you don't have the stability. I'm getting range through my hips. A little less through that knee. Same thing, hip square, down and up. I want at least 20 on each side again. I'm not doing 20 though. You do 20. You. Not me. Okay. Put your book back on the bookcase. In case you want to read it later. Okay. How does our body feel? Feels pretty good? Mobilize it up. Move in. You can even drop it down. Do some walking lunges. Up to you. I want you to feel functional before we move on to what we're doing next, which is going to be a single leg squat or a pistol squat. So, pistol squat, I'm just going to show you. Single foot on the floor, leg up. It's going to be up to you if you want to grab the foot or not. I'm starting with the most advanced one. Down and up. Why I'm choosing the pistol squat? Balance and stability, right? I'm looking for square hips again, looking for the stability through the glute that we're not going to fall over through the movement, right? That's just your basic pistol squat. You can keep the foot down if you would like, if we don't have the flexibility to hold up. That is the most advanced. Now I'll take it a step back. We'll grab our chair and we're going to try a single leg squat. So, you can put a textbook on top. The chair does have a back for me. If you don't have a back on it, you're probably going to want to elevate it up a little bit more if you're not quite there yet. Same idea. My hips are going to be square, bracing my core. Foot forward. You can elevate it up or keep it down for stability's sake. You're going to hinge back and up. Alrighty? I'm going to hinge back. You can fully sit down and disengage, or you can keep tension. Up to you guys. All I'm looking for, the reason for this exercise, I want you guys to keep your hips as square as possible because we want to engage our glutes for this. We don't want to be single-handedly dependent on the knee and the ankle. So just like so. If you need to, put a book on top of the chair, elevates you up a little bit higher, and I want you to try and balance on that one leg the whole time, okay? For these exercises, so pistol squat or single leg squat, try 4 sets, 10 reps on each side. Same thing, I can keep tension or I can disengage. Whichever you are capable of. Alrighty? If textbook is needed, use it. If we have the strength and stability to do a full pistol squat, but we needed our broomstick, you can do the same thing. Elevate that heel, square up your hips, come down and up. That's going to give you that range if you do not have that mobility beforehand. Useful broom. Next exercise. What are we doing next? Oh, single leg RDLs. Okay. So if you are not familiar with a deadlift or a stiff leg or RDL, whichever term you're used to, I'm just going to show you the hinge. So, space your feet out. I generally go a little bit narrow with this because we are going to be moving on to one foot. okay? Feet here, brace core, make sure that pelvis is neutral, not anterior, not pelvic, here, right neutral, okay? Squeezing, I'm just gonna do the basic hinge. So levering over and back up. Full glute engagement, okay? That's just the basic hinge before we do the single leg. I'm gonna bring my feet together. I wanna see if we can balance first. So if you are capable of keeping your hips even in this motion, even bringing that knee up, that's gonna engage where your hip position should be, and same with your core. Then you can come through in the single leg, okay? So, most important thing, hips square. That's what we're doing these exercises for. It's gonna engage that stability for any bigger movements, right? Like your deadlift. If you can do a deadlift on one leg, imagine what you could do with two then, right? So I'm hinging here. My hips are square, bracing my core. Pelvis is still neutral. I'm just rotating through that hip socket, okay? So same thing, let's do about 4 sets, 10 reps, okay? Hips neutral, leaning over. Same thing on the other side. If you need to get that pelvis neutral, not anterior, neutral, bring that knee up, squeeze, and then you can come forward, okay? Leg doesn't have to be straight. I'm used to being straight and pointy with gymnastics. Woo! If you need something for balance, again, we can use our chair. So, if we are just falling all over the place right now, just trying this, I generally say keep the chair in front. You can do it beside you with just the one arm. You're more likely to open up though, okay? I want to see those hips still square. So, feels a bit better. Space out about arm length. Then you can hinge forward and back up, okay? Use that for balance. If we just need a bit of a counterweight, let's use our broom. It's a little offset actually. It's fine. Throw a mop in the same hand, then it balances it out. It's fine. Here, hinging forward, right? And back up. Pretty basic movement. Stability for that one whole side. Woo woo! Okay, now for a hip thruster. We should probably, the majority might know this, might not. I'm going to do the basic form on the floor. Sometimes we elevate our back up on a bench or a chair. We're staying on the floor. Ow. So laying on my back, I'm going to make sure my back is sealed into the floor. So again, pelvis is neutral. Bracing my core, I'm going to drive through glutes. Not through my back, my glutes. Okay? So squeezing through, that's just your basic hip thruster. Easy peasy. Now, I'm going to get you to keep one leg out straight. You're probably going to have to elevate that foot up so your back does not breach off the floor with your brace. So keep the foot up, drive through the glute. Same idea. Kind of same mechanics as a pistol squat as well. Driving through the glute. Same thing on the other side. This one, if it is a little bit more difficult, you could try, I don't know if any of you have big bouncy balls at home. You could try it on that, but floor is what we're looking at. A nice, comfy rug. Yeah. There we go. Easy, basic hip thruster. How's that feel? And we're going to try one more exercise. One more. Same idea. We only get to use one leg. So, this chair's pretty high. You might have a high chair as well, so this might be a little bit harder. We'll see. We're just doing a single leg step up. So, I'm putting my foot on this chair. I'm going to be driving pressure through and up. Trying to stay pretty even through the foot. not hinging too far forward on the toe, so you're not on the ball of your toe. Again, it's the same thing. We're trying to drive through more of the glute and the hamstring, activate them, not just our quads, in this press. And trying to keep my hips as square as possible, because a lot of the time when we're doing any pressing movement through that one leg, we're going to let go through those hips, right? So we're going to try as much as we can to have power through. Okay? Hip drive through. Almost feels like hip thruster at the top point there. All these movements are kind of connected. Wow. So try the other side too. Don't forget about it. Again, if this is too hard and this is too high, just use your stairs. All we're looking for is that you can actually physically feel and connect to your hips, that they're even, they're not open, they're not all over the place. We're not doing belly dancing yet. Just step ups, okay? So keep your hips square, drive through. So even me, I kind of bring that knee through a bit. You can. I'm going to keep the leg down though. I'm pressing through that top foot. So you can use your chair, you can use your buck, you can use the table. Wow, that's a lot. And how were those movements? So, difficult, maybe. How'd your stability feel? Your balance, maybe you fell over. Work on them, right? So those 4 basic exercises, we're looking for nice square hips, activating the glutes, bracing our core, right? Keeping that pelvis neutral. All of those elements added together into more your basic movements. That's going to help overall. So, if anybody has any questions, do we have any questions? No questions. No questions for me. That is okay. Well, hopefully this workout was good. Again, 4 sets of everything, 10 reps of each, stable, basic hip position. If you can do a pistol squat, good for you. Because then you can go like pistol, single leg backflip, pistol, one arm handstand. I don't know. Sounds good. But that's all for today, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed.